we have said that we are going to work towards it being a learning environment for both faculty and students. That essentially there is a self-assessment by both the student and the faculty at the end of each term to say what did each one of us learn from the other. If I take my own experience into account, I learn more from mentoring others than I've actually given in terms of advice, and I'm assuming that something like that will also happen within the IWSP system, whereby the faculty at the end of the year will get as much out of being faculty at this place as the students get out of interacting with that faculty. So there is actually transformation going on all the time between this collective body. The term I use is there is a collective learning going on. It is not one person teaching the other, but both learning together and enriching both themselves and the environment they have created, both within and as they leave the organization outside. I knew that even if you answer 4 out of 5 questions, you still got top marks if the questions which you had answered were of a quality which demonstrated that the 5th one also would have been of equal quality. So I think that if we are going to assess the students based on multiple dimensions, then I think that the students I think feel a lot would feel a lot more comfortable. They can they're not saying that, look, I am going to be judged for 100 marks just on this. I can actually make up for it by doing other things. And because ideally we should not say which dimensions are going to be measured for what, because that would inhibit them and actually guide behavior. Whereas if we keep it very free and open flowing, where there is actually an interaction going on, and that is being measured, and then they get some guidance on how they have performed and stuff. I think if you can experiment with all aspects of learning, and I didn't go to business school, but I find that one of the greatest advantages of business school is obviously the networks, and the networks are built through interaction with your fellow students. If somehow that interaction with your fellow students can itself be measured as a component of how you did, because in those conversations that you might have had even about a topic which was discussed in class, you are actually articulating a point of view. Now, in class, you may be very quiet, but with your fellow students, you are discussing it. This is like what I would call, a television reality show, which is happening with everything you are doing in campus being somehow recorded. I don't want to be Big Brother, but I'm saying if there was ways and means
capture
the experience of the individual and see whether that from the time they walked in for their MBA to the time they left, the body of experience they had, some of which will be interactions in class, some will be interaction with faculty, some will be something they have done, they have organized, for their fellow students, some where they have actually helped and mentored a fellow student, something they have done out in the community. If all of this could be captured and say, hey, you walked in with a value of 60 and we've measured the value when you left after 2 years, and that value is now 100. So your value from the organization was 40, and that could be a component of various things. And I don't know how you do that. Actually, that is what is being measured in the outside world.
True.
Your total experience is what people want from you, not just your degree. They want to know everything. So I don't know how business schools capture that.
We need to going from that. If you're able to even in the close groups that may happen within a subject, the group effort or group discussions and group tasks, if you're able to capture the fellow group members' insights into every individual's contribution, individual's
Yeah.
thinking process,
Yeah.
I think somewhere.
That's right, to me, because I think that somebody is, uh, technology enables us to capture everything, and I think there is insights in everything, you say or you do, and if there is a way of assimilating. As I said, education is about a person being not better, different, at the end of the process than when they came in, and that then to measure all the experiences, then go back and say what created those experiences. Some of it might be classroom training, some of it might be their external interactions. If we can somehow measure everything that they have done in those 2 years and be able to grade it, that would be the ideal thing to say, has this person transformed, it be different to what they were when they came in? And if the answer to that is yes, then you're doing a good job. And once you set a benchmark for that, and then you can measure every year whether the next batch you have improved on it because you've now changed the elements of your education system, and that may be as simple as, I don't know, maybe if you think aloud, I would suggest that perhaps the dynamics of the hostel arrangement that you have could have an impact on learnability or your experience and whether you do worse or better. If we can actually input all of this in some way and say, hey, we're going to create a conducive environment where we'll measure you like a body mass index when you walk in, and we'll measure you when you leave, and your body mass index or whatever it is will be X. And it does not have to be just from one thing. It's all of these various things have resulted in this. And I think if you can do that, the challenge of course will be to educate the people who are going to be looking at these people as potential, starters of business or owners, that really that is as important. And I think it will take some time.
Yeah,
it will take some time because there is a legacy out there, that look, focus on academics, and everything else. But given the choice of somebody who's, is good at academics, there's a basic standard which everybody should reach. But it's the other things which make a person. And I don't think we pay enough attention to those other things,
Maybe by the second year or so, I think we will have some concrete way of doing it. Maybe capturing the evidences from the day that the student walks in to the end of the first year. What is the transformation that happens? Because
and I think we should ask the person at the beginning, you rate yourself.
Yes.
You rate yourself on 5 or 6 dimensions, your ability to interact with other people, your ability to, learn, even let's say your ability to take tests, your ability to now expand the kind of music you have listened to, and ask them to say, at the beginning of the year this was it, at the end of the year as a result of the experience, what is the same number? And if it has gone up, then obviously something has happened, something is being contributed, even the way they dress, the food they eat,
True.